injured here. 3v3 Angel Gate blue team. First up, Kalzi4 plays a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Fights melee, good offense and disruption. This is Black Legion. Alongside, Commissar Yarrick plays a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights melee. Starts off with an energy shield. This is Death Core of Krieg, recoloured. And rounding out blue team, it's an Eldar Farseer under huge pressure here early on. Support commander that fights melee combat, lots of good buffs and debuffs. Good special attack there as well. She's being harassed by XPhial's Grey Knight brother captain. Good offense and support, fights melee, durable commander as well, can walk through cover and cannot be suppressed. Alongside, Dark Riku's Apothecary, support commander that fights melee by default, can get a ranged weapon, has a target heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounding out red team, big stompy Hive Tyrant is Floid. Very durable commander that can walk through cover and cannot be suppressed. Good offense and support. Starts off with a basic synapse. Strike squad backing off here. Durable heavy infantry. Very versatile as well. Backed up by tactical marines, much like strike squad. Strike squad slightly stronger in melee combat, especially with their special attacks going off. These guardsmen take the garrison, which is risky because both tactical marines and strike squad can get a flamer weapon. Apothecary in retreat. Sentinel being attacked by the Grey Knight brother captain, who now goes after those guardsmen who are probably going to take the garrison again. They do, and that is very risky because we're getting around a time when they can afford flamers, and here comes the tactical marine flamer for Dark Riku. 65-15. Awesome anti-garrison and anti-cover range weapon. Recently got a range increase. Very, very useful now. And scales a lot better, and there it is on that garrison. Here comes a sentinel for a stomp, and it's miles off. He's going to lose this sentinel, I think. Yeah, it's going to go down, and that's with the ground pound upgrade. 15 power down a drain for Yarrick. Top of the map, Floid has forced off most of Kalzi4 stuff, who has double heretics in retreat, Chaos Space Marines in this garrison. They get out. These guys have Eternal War already. 20% damage increase in both melee and range combat, makes them pretty dangerous in melee, especially if you can get into melee with these termagants. But they have crippling poison, so perhaps they won't. On this map, the mid players need to make a decision. Are gonna come bottom and try and support, take these power points for a tech advantage, or are they going to sweep across the map and try and get some general map control? Looks like Hans has come mid now after a 2v2 briefly at bottom. Termagant's going to get caught by this grenade. Hans throws two in different locations, beautifully done. Almost wipes both of those squads. Termagants are wiped almost with one model. Excellent timing by Hans. Good micro to throw them in different locations as well. A lot of people try to spike grenades on retreat, which is not worth it. Dire Avengers fleeing now. Hans going for a guarding weapon team will give him a shuriken cannon. You have two guardsman squads for Yarrick with sergeants. You can get away with a very light tier 1 on this map because it's so small. Even if you're forced off, you can come right back out and put pressure on. You have double sergeant stormtroopers for XPhial and interceptors teleporting melee infantry that fight with 4 swords and storm bolters. Good DPS. 500 requisition, 50 power for those guys, though they are quite expensive, especially since their tier 1 teleport does not disrupt or otherwise hinder their target, so they can pretty much just fleet away in the case of these Dire Avengers. Now they're going after the Farseer, and she might die here, especially with the special attacks going off. Yep, she's down another special attack. Special attacks are so powerful in little engagements like that. Catching a commander, 2 special attacks, and they are down. Instantly revived though by the Commissar Lord. Didn't actually get the XP, it was his Aura of Discipline that revived her. Periodic heal. I used to think this thing gave a damage buff as well, but it apparently was never put into the game. It heals every 8 seconds, I believe. 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7. Sanguine Chainsword up for the Apothecary of Dark Riku. There's the Barb Strangler on those heretics. with grenade launcher and aspiring champion. 45 power spent on his heretics. What about his other squad? Still in a default state, worshipping Khorne back at base. Looks like he's not bothering to retreat these guys or reinforce them yet. Havocs are on the field. Heavy bolter will allow them to suppress this infantry blob to try and ward off this power harass. Down goes one generator. Barb Strangler does very, very awful damage to structures, as you can see. An awesome weapon, all in all. Area of effect, instant suppression. It is 25 power though for that thing, so not cheap. And 50 requisition. Here comes the Hive Tyrant. No war gear yet for this big guy. Chased by the Commissar Lord of Yarrick, who has the power fist already queued up for tier 2. Goes tier 2 with just 2 guardsmen. Or was that a mistake? Because red team have a lot of pressure here. Tactical Marines caught in retreat though. Losing 2 models, down to 30 hit points, 20, 15, 10, 9, 5. 5 hit points and they get away. Oh my god, it's in amongst guardsmen. Guardsmen do really not want to get into melee with anything. Oh my god, it's doing very well, forcing them off with their adrenal glands. Become a pretty fearsome little melee unit, I think, with adrenal glands in tier 1. So many attacks going in from the 8 models. 4-3-1, 4-4-1. Chaos Lord with that combi flamer getting a model loss on those warriors. Awesome range weapon for him with the underslung flamer. Apothecary in retreat, still level 1 with that sanguine chainsword. Raptors jumping in for Kalzi. Look at this tier 1, double heretics. One of them fully upgraded with aspiring champion and grenade launchers. Eternal Warkill, Space Marines, Havocs and Raptors. A lot of power spent, not to mention the combi flamer, which is 30 power in itself. 418, 441. Chaos Lord now going after the Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant has way more health at this point. Only starts with 80 more though. And the Chaos Lord, of course, has the kill the weak self here, which is just used by those with the Rending Talon, Seismic Roar. Such an awesome tier 1 weapon for the Hive Tyrant. Just 120-20, or is it 125-20? Either way, just 20 power for a 75 DPS melee weapon with the Seismic Roar. Chased off by the Commissar Lord, who has his power fist up. Just a straight up 85 DPS heavy melee weapon with no abilities. Only 40 power though. Cannot get a power fist for cheaper than that, I don't think. 418, 423, pretty sure you can't. Heretics with grenade launchers on that garrison. Grenade launchers do serve as a garrison counter, and there are so many garrisons on this map. The plasma cannon of Riku taking its time to get out, but does get out. Artillery unit that sets up with huge range, damage potential versus all targets, and here it goes. Only 400 requisition for these guys. Only Space Marines can get artillery on the field without spending power. Boom! Big shot on those guardsmen. Good grief, how many did it kill? 10? 11? Guardsmen are there to die though, so I don't think Yarrick is too perturbed. Has stormtroopers with anti-armor kit back at base, gives them melter guns and the melter bomb, all kicking off here though. Interceptors in amongst stuff. There's the teleport. There's furious intervention as well from the Justicar, disrupting when they teleport in. Really helps them out in tier 2. Can get so many upgrades. Interceptors can get Nemesis Focus, Justicar and the crack grenades. Very expensive to fully upgrade those guys, and a huge loss if they go down. Farseer of Hands with Spirit Stones, an awesome accessory. Big area of effect heal. Also gives her double experience when she revives and heals her when she revives. Armor of Fortune also. Stern Guard veterans on the field for Dark Fury 1st Company. Tactical Marines that can change their ammo type. Currently have Hellfire rounds loaded in. Good versus that Chaos Lord. Gives you damage over time versus commanders and light infantry. Here come Raptors. Hugely outnumbered here. Still have double Sergeant Stormtroopers for XPhial. I thought we were going to see double Grenade Launcher Stormtroopers, which are awesome, because the Grenade Launchers for Stormtroopers give you a very, very quick moving barrage, which helps them counter melee units. Interceptors teleporting in for that disruption again. What is this? That's a Manticore for Yarrick. Killed, almost wiped the scouts, but they do get away. Interceptors now pushing. Looks like they do have their Nemesis Focus upgrade because they have the plus icon there. Gives them a melee damage and health buff up to 1760 hit points now at level 1, which is pretty damn good for a teleporting squad. Teleport in point blank to disrupt the Howling Banshees who have the aspect of strength for Hans. Hans getting some late game Banshees on the field just before he went into tier 2. There is the Spirit Stones heal as well. That is such an awesome combo, Spirit Stones with the Howling Banshees. Starting to see quite a lot of the Eldar Farseer around, mainly because of Hans, who's starting to main her again. Nice to see her around, and down goes the Apothecary for Dark Riku. He's level 2, getting on the way to level 3. Plague Marines now in the field for Kalzi, who was the last to go tier 2 after that very heavy tier 1. His Chaos Lord is down and has some Bloodletters as well. He's pumping out the units here. 372, 376, very close. Double cap for red. Zone Throat on the field for Floid. Hive Tyrant with still those Rending Talons, very nearly level 2. Was that a flare? I think it was. Basilisk flare from the Commissar Lord's global bar. Plague Marines. Good generalist unit with good durability, 2000 hit points and good health regen, but they are not heavy infantry. They also explode on death, healing allies and damaging enemies, also knocking them back. Have a snaring missile launcher. Banshees now backing off. Plague Marines not backing off though, and Banshees can use them to soak damage. Eldar Farseer in there to heal with her Spirit Stones. Spirit Stones I think is 80 energy to use, which is one of the most expensive in terms of energy cost abilities to use in the game. I think most are 30 to 60 energy to use. Banshees get that Spirit Stones heal there, also healed up the Plague Marines, which are being used in melee combat. Down goes a Warrior Brood model, and they are in retreat. You saw the Synapse explosion. Here come Bloodletters as well, teleporting on those Plasma Devs, and that is nasty. So much power melee DPS from these guys, and 70 melee skill makes them pretty freaking dangerous. 70 melee skill is the standard for dedicated melee squads such as Banshees, and Bloodletters Strike Squad for Grey Knights also have 70 melee skill, which sets them apart as a ranged squad, which are very capable in melee. And looks like these guys have their Nemesis focus ability as well, which buffs their melee damage even more and buffs their health. I'm saying that because they have the plus icon and 1891 hit points at level 2. Unfortunately, not all of the upgrades in the game show up in the unit card. Down goes the Chaos Lord. 322, 366. Stone Guard veterans are what? Almost level 2. Still have Hellfire rounds. And here comes the Brother Captain with the Nemesis Force Halberd and the Mantle of Terror. 322, 358. Interceptors teleporting in again. They've done so well so far. Have their grenades as well, so he really doesn't want to lose these guys. So much invested into them. Level 2. Coming up on 2000 hit points now. Now in melee with the Commissar Lord, which is pretty dangerous. And here come Howling Banshees from HansMoleman. They take down the Commissar, but did they stay in that combat too long? Banshees are in. There is the heal from Dark Riku, saving the Interceptors there. Fantastically done. Or did it? Here come Bloodletters. Interceptors 36 hit points with one model. 30 hit points, 29. Looks like they are going to get away. Dark Riku saving them. 322, 335. 2-to-1 cap is very close. Blue team recovering very well from a lot of pressure in tier 1. And Yarrick goes tier 3, as does Kalzi. HansMoleman already there, as is Dark Riku. Dark Riku with a very light tier 2, which is what we usually see from him. Usually a reasonably heavy tier 1, light tier 2, and then straight into tier 3 for Terminators or a Land Raider or both. Double Bloodletters for Kalzi4. This is dangerous, but does he have Heretic support close by? Does not. Bloodletters are demons with infantry armor, so they benefit greatly from worship with huge health regen and energy regen. These guys in trouble, and there is their warp shift out of reality to avoid damage. They also cannot attack or cap when they are warp shifted out though, and now a full retreat should be okay. Yep, 300 hit points per model and they get away. 319, 316. Heretics gonna wipe here for Kalzi. Nope, they do get away. Retreating with just the aspiring champion, who is a Chaos Marine, bolt pistol and chainsword. What was that? It's Interceptors level 3 now, done so well. Brother Captain leading the lines, level 4, supporting with VR the Hammer of course. 306, 316. That was a Hell Fury strike from XPhial. Manticore is right there, ready to get hit, but nobody's hit it yet. Howling Banshees in retreat, level 2. Stern Guard level to 3 with those Hellfire rounds. And we have double Plasma Gun stormtroopers for XPhial. Dark Riku now with just Vanguard veterans and Stern Guard veterans. 288316 is tier 3 though, and does get Terminators onto the field. Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Super heavy infantry elite cannot retreat, but they can teleport, walk through cover, and cannot be suppressed. Looks like they're going to smack on this node with their Power Fists. Yes, to take it back north. Chaos Lord in amongst a million Tyranids, but does not have the energy for Kill the Weak, so he's going to go down. What armor did he have there? I didn't see. Hive Tyrant levels to 3, has the bonded exoskeleton, allows him to use the invulnerability ability. Such an imaginative name renders him invulnerable, believe it or not. Strike Squad level 3, get some really useful abilities with their Justicar, Purification and the Energy Burst, which locks a unit in place. Very good for countering melee squads. 257 316. Double zone throats for Floid. Artillery unit doesn't need to set up. Also provide a health regen synapse. Have a shield. 251 316. Kicking off at Red's natural VP, which has been decapped. Vanguard veterans in there with their 4 power melee weapons, 2 power swords, lightning claw and a thunderhammer. What is this? Feels like it's a flare, reducing the range of all of this enemy stuff by 50% from Yarrick. Interceptors level 3 getting on their way to level 4 as well. There's a nasty Manticore strike. 251 316. Eldritch Storm from HansMoleman. Good grief, that was insane. That killed about 8 Marines. That was not guardsmen or Tyranids he took out. That was about 8 Marines. That was crazy. 251 316 in fact wiped the strike squad, wiped the interceptors, wiped full health Stern Guard according to Dark Riku. Wow, one of the best nukes you're ever gonna see. Dark Riku now going for a Predator. What is this? This is levitation field from HansMoleman from the Gravity Blade. Such an awesome melee counter. Still has Armor of Fortune and Spirit Stones, and he's level 9 this Farseer. 251 316. She's level 9 I should say. Another Manticore from Yarrick. Very surprised red team haven't made a run at this thing. It's level 2, has done quite well. 248 316. Double Bloodletters caught by Tyranids and run away. I'm amazed that Floyd has preserved this Warrior Brood with adrenal glands. I've been down to 1 model a couple of times, being chased by the Commissar who's getting those Power Fist attacks in. Brother Captain's level 5 now has the teleporter. Here's an avatar from HansMoleman. Red team in trouble now. Floyd is holding it together. Dark Riku does still have his Terminators, and XPhial is now going for some Purifiers. Talk about an elite melee squad. Does he have the means to support them? Perhaps he's going to rely on Riku to support them with heals. Avatar chasing down this tank for Dark Riku. Autocannon on top, heavy bolters on the side. Sponsons. Avatar might get a rear armor hit. Manticore did. This might be a dead Predator if it keeps chasing. Avatar does have super heavy infantry armor, so it does take a lot of damage if it tries to run into base from base turrets and stuff, since it gets so close. There is the psychic field from the Purifier's plasma damage over time. Or is it power melee damage over time? I think it's plasma. These guys are awesome. 20, 50 hit points with their Justicar, who gets a melee heavy demon hammer. You see him there without the helmet. There's Wrath of Cain taking a lot of damage though. This Purifier is trying to cap. There comes the Farseer. She's level 10. 232 294. There's Wailing Doom. Purifies in retreat. Where is the Brother Captain? He's back at base. There is a Manticore strike from Yarrick again, and now has a Bane Blade, putting serious pressure on red team. 232 279. Double cap for blue. Have their natural, have the top. Looks like the Hive Tyrant's going to go up and try and cap it. Brother Captain is capping. The Farseer went down. Might have been friendly fire from the Manticore, I didn't see. Super unit for Imperial Guard is the Bane Blade. 2 las cannons, 3 twin heavy bolters which suppress Demolisher Cannon and the main battle cannon. Very, very slow though. Vulnerable to strong melee squads that can get in and smack it up. 232 252. Floyd is tier 3, but his roster's full, so I can't see if he's got anything. I don't think he has. He's putting a brood nest up here to support his army. Will allow them to reinforce, allow all of his allies to reinforce. In fact, warrior brood are level 3, but it's so dangerous for them to try and engage bloodletters with those power melee weapon attacks getting in. Chaos Lord, level 3, he has the armor of the Inferno. 223, 252. There's an Imperial Abyss by Kalzi. Looks like it's missed pretty much everything. All of the damage is focused in the center, but you do have these chains that pull stuff in. Might wipe the warriors. No, it looks like they have got away. Everything's reinforcing off the brood nest as well. And Floid survives, takes down the Chaos Lord, or does he? Surely he does, yes. Hive Tyrant levels to 4 thanks to that. Here comes Yarrick to support. Plasma guns raining in on the warriors, and there's a Manticore. That was that Emperor's Wrath, I think. I thought it was a Manticore Strike. It was Emperor's Wrath, and that was so nasty. Wipe the brood nest, I think. Wipe the warriors, yes. Land Raider Phobos for Kalzi4. It's all going mental. Carnifex on the field for Floid. Has the Venom Cannon. Land Raider Phobos is so awesome now with the side sponsor and las cannons getting big damage buffs. They have less splash though, so are less of a threat to infantry, which is how las cannons should be, I think. But they put out some serious DPS. Twin X Heavy Bolter as well, sorry. Does not suppress though, unfortunately. And it has the Dirge Caster ability, which you saw earlier on there. 192, 250. Baneblade still rolling around without a care. Avatar. Can red team deal with 3 soup units? 192, 243. Done reasonably well so far, especially after that huge nuke loss. Some teams would have just conceded right there. Still can't get over how crazy that nuke was. Fire Prism on the field for Hans. Farseer heals herself and then runs away. Terminators have their assault cannon. Awesome single target damage to infantry. These guys inspire with every kill, of course. Howling Banshees are level 3. Purifiers, where are they? Still level 1. Not sure if XPhial has the means to support those guys properly. Does not have the Force Staff, does not have the Force Sword. Has a Dreadnought on the way though. Demolisher Cannon misses, hit terrain there from the Baneblade. Las Cannons are hitting the Brother Captain, but he's tanking the damage and finishes the cap. 192, 186, kicking off top again. Phobos is there from Kalzi4. Las Cannon is going to set up from Dark Riku. Good damage to vehicles and it snares them. Going to get at least a few shots off on the Phobos, you would think. We have some Khorne worship here, boosting speed, not helping the Phobos out very much. Las Cannon is now getting focused down by Plague Marines, who do damage over time to infantry with their bolters. Here come Heretics. Floid with the presence of mind to suppress, to crippling poison them, sorry, and they are wiped out by a zone thrope shot. 192, 160. Vanguard veterans with their power fist now. Ignore the tooltip, does not give flesh over steel. This is just the Force Commander's tooltip. 192, 146. It is heavy melee though. Those guys are nearly level 3. Floyd has done very well to preserve his 2 zone thropes level 2 now. That's a Manticore Strike, is it? No, it was a flare. I did not see the red circles though. That Manticore is still around, level 3 now, and is pushing forward. Did it cancel the Manticore Strike? 192, 120, double cap for blue team. Red team doing so well to hold on. 192, 108. Red team's natural still under pressure though. There's a Baneblade here. Plasma Cannon, Grey Knight Dreadnought. Don't think that was the best choice. Against large targets, you don't really want a Plasma Cannon. Some Purgation with Psy Cannons might have been good. Here come Purifiers. Can they get in on that Baneblade with that heavy melee Demon Hammer? Grey Knight Dreadnought does some friendly fire to them. There's a Manticore Strike, and was that Emperor's Wrath again? No, he's back there. 192, 66, there's the double cap. Blue team surely have this. Some late game Raptors on the field for Kalzi4. There's Gravity Blade. Nicely countering these Vanguard veterans. They are in retreat, but thrown every which way. There's a China formation. The nuke for Tyranids, ouch. Dire Avengers need to run away. Level 4 Dire Avengers for Hans. And the China formation one-shotting those garrisons, big garrisons outside the red team's base. 192.45. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Red team have taken top somehow. Look at all the bodies up there. Can they take their natural back? Avatar Wailing Doom on base turrets for some reason. Manticore Strike on nothing in particular. 192.45. Baneblade has hardly been touched here. Red team just lost so much, they have to be able to get counters on the field quickly. XPhial is still in tier 2. Dreadnought was a mistake, obviously. Avatar with Wrath of Cain. Easy to make unit mistakes like that when you can't see the entire battlefield. Purifies level 2 and retreats. Howling Banshees with some power melee kicks there, forcing off this Lictor, and they are now decapping Red's natural. It's a 2-to-1 cap for Red team. How are they doing this? Blue team a bit blocked up at the bottom here. Kalzi4 needs to go top, has the Phobos under some Khorne worship. Ordinarily very, very slow, as all the Land Raiders are. Has good range though. Wailing Doom dodged by the Stormtroopers using the sprint ability from the recon kit. Level 4 Stormtroopers with plasma guns doing some good DPS there for XPhial. Avatar in a bit of trouble. Plasma guns and plasma damage in general very good versus the Avatar since it's super heavy infantry. There's Gravity Blade again using the levitation field, sorry. Those capillary towers are still there. Baneblade hanging back a bit here. Double fire prisms for Hans. How are they going to cap with double fire prism disrupted? 181.30. Avatar goes down. That's a bit sloppy from Hans. 181.30 still. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Phobos pushing forward takes out this Predator. Chaos Order's down there as well. There's the Dirge Caster stunning that stuff, and now it runs away. Also debuffs them. I think makes them do less damage or take more damage, or perhaps even both. Not sure. Melter Gun Raptors. These guys are awesome, I think. Now that they have the Melter Bomb, they are a real threat to vehicle armor in tier 3. There's an Eldritch Storm. Wow. Just took out his allied Bloodletters. Good grief. They teleported right onto it. Literally right onto it. 181.30. Blue team now going to try and cap top. They have decapped Red's natural. They steal that 1-to-1. Another Grey Knight Dreadnought from XPhial. This time staying with the multi-melter. Also has the Maelstrom ability, of course. Such an awesome Dreadnought with good options. Going after the Manticore here. Power Fist Commissar Lord trying to finish off the Dreadnought, trying to tie it up as well. But looks like the Manticore is going to go down. Dreadnought just needs to go after it and smack it once. No, we couldn't do it. They saved the Manticore. Unbelievable. 181.16. There's the double cap for blue. Surely this is it. Red team doing admirably to recover from that insane nuke that HansMoleman did at the beginning of tier 3, was it? Yes, I think so. Terminator's getting Power Fist attacks onto the Baneblade. Armor of the Apothecary is up for the Apothecary. Got an awesome change in that it gives the Apothecary +1 speed now when it's not in combat. You see him there moving quite sharpish. And down goes the Baneblade, finally. The first time they pressured it and they took it down. 1776. There's a double cap for Red. They might get a triple here. Good grief, what's going on? Commissar Yarrick lost a lot of staff. You have double Raptors from Kalzi. These guys are getting a Demon Maul. Going after that Brood Nest. Can Red team get this triple? Purify is trying to cap now under lots and lots of plasma gun fire though, and there's an Abyss on them. They need to run the heck away, losing 2 models. Can Hans throw grenades? No. There's a Wailing Doom. What is he up to? Tried to get the Purifiers, but it went the wrong way or something. 146, didn't really hit a lot of allied stuff, but lots of pressure here. Single cap for Red, another Predator for Dark Riku, has some Scalp to support it. Blue team lost a lot of stuff. How did Hans lose both of his fire prisms? Did not even see that. That's crazy. Red team in with a real chance now. I thought this was all over. Chaos Raptors with melters obviously lose pretty much all of their melee effectiveness with these things. Tied up by Rippers, good usage by Floid. Spawned from the Thornback Carnifex. That was a Tyrant formation, there it is. Doing, I think it's 180 damage per tower with disruption and a synapse. 93-6, double cap for red. Blue team taking a natural back. It's going to be a 2-1, might be a 2-1 for blue if the Farseer can finish that cap. Red team keeping the pressure on down here. There's the decap, it's a 1-1. Red team in with a real shout somehow. Now the... what is capping now? The Hive Tyrant, I believe. Rippers still being a nuisance. Carnifex going after the Phobos, which is able to shoot its las cannons at that range, as you can see. Doesn't want to turn around. 81-6. Can't get rear armor hits, of course, but now both of those las cannons are not firing at the Carnifex. 75-6, a double cap. What's going on here? Single cap. There's a shrine there of Khorne, which will spit out blood letters. Was that a Manticore Strike or an Emperor's Wrath? I'm not sure. We have a level 8 Commissar Lord either way. Level 4 Chaos Lord is down. Where is he? He's still there. Zoanthrope's under pressure from the Raptors with that Demon Wall. This one is level 4. Zoanthrope is going to lose it. Big loss. The other one is level 4, has been preserved. And HansMoleman's Farseer, level 10, has been level 10 for ages. Is going to cap Spirit Stones. Really allows you to level up quickly. 50-6. Vanguard veterans jumping out. Brother Captain trying to decap level 6, but goes down. Seemed to go down very, very quickly there. And there is the game for blue team. Red team made a real game of it, but blue team did hold on. HansMoleman recovering with another avatar and warp spiders, and another Baneblade hit the field for Yarrick. And look how much resources Yarrick had. 1300 requisition of 500 power at the end there. Let's have a look at the commanders. Had a level 7 Hive Tyrant, Warp Field, Bonded Exoskeleton, and Crushing Claw at the end there. Level 6 Apothecary, improved medical equipment, Armour the Apothecarian, and that Sanguine Chainsword. Level 6 Brother Captain was down with the Halberd, Canticle, and Teleporter, I believe. That level 10 Farseer, Gravity Blade, Armour of Fortune, Spirit Stones. Level 9 Commissar Lord, almost had 2 level 10 commanders, Power Fist, Flak Jacket, and the Emperor's Wrath, which continues to be an awesome accessory to see. Level 4 Chaos Lord did make it back to his feet at the end. What was he getting? A Mantle of Hate at the end. Dark Halo was up. Well, there you have it. Bodies everywhere, especially at the top. Look at the amount of Tyranids up here. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time.